Cosmic Gang, come here. Get in here. Look at this shit.
DJ Vlad just exposed Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Make sure you watch until the end. So DJ Vlad just took to Twitter and posted this about the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. He says, I have a confession. Roc Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They also paid off all of the jury members to convict Tory. And they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They also paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. He says she was never shot. And he says the LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA. But you're not ready to hear the next part. He also speaks about Tory getting stabbed in prison. He says, I have a confession. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal are all paid off by the Roc Mafia. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing Trump, he likes to bend the rules. Jay wasn't talking about any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. And he also speaks about Kelsey's bodyguard, who just recently came forward giving a statement. He says, I'm seeing news that Kelsey's bodyguard came forward and said that Kelsey shot Megan, not Tory Lanez. The only problem is that Kelsey's bodyguard wasn't actually bodyguarding her the night of the shooting. His testimony is based on conversation he claimed he heard. 98% of appeals fall through. This isn't going to overturn Tory's conviction. If this were actually true, Tory should have taken a stand and said it. Also, the story doesn't match up with the jail call of Tory apologizing to Kelsey. You're an idiot if you think that someone sitting in jail is going to apologize to the person who put them there. And why would the shooter even do a jail call with the person who is being charged with their crime?
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting.
And this is former Roc Nation artist Bobby Shmurda. He explains how he's seen firsthand how Roc Nation and Jay-Z will hire hackers and people to blow anybody up or blackball people and things like that. Check out this video.
The fucking blackboard. You got niggas like in the whole labels, like motherfucking Roc Nation, all the other motherfuckers. These niggas hiring all the hackers. These niggas hiring all the fucking hackers. They got all the shits hacked. It's like, this is a new generation, bro. I'm 28 years old, born in 1994. What the fuck is going on? This is like the generation of the nerds. I swear to God, it's like the generation of the nerds, bro. They make it whoever they want lit, lying, this and that. I don't want to be a rapper, bro. I'm not labeled as a rapper. If that's what's called a rapper, I do not want to be a rapper, bro. I do not want to